In today's video, we're going to do some shopping on Amazon. Now, I'm in the market for a budget gaming branded pre-built system. I'm not looking to spend more than $600, but preferably closer to $500. Now, this is a budget that I feel isn't particularly well covered, and considering a previous video that I did on this topic, it seems like there are some pretty terrible options. So I need your help to decide which one to get. So what we're going to do in today's video is I'm going to find a couple of options on Amazon, and then I want you to vote in the comment section below which one you want me to get. Now, we're not necessarily looking for the best option we can find, although that's also an option. That's for you to decide. But yeah, whichever one you think will make the most interesting video. Yeah, so let's get started. Now, like I said, my budget is between $500 and $600, which I feel like is a fairly reasonable budget for people looking to get into PC gaming. So I'm just gonna search gaming PC. I feel like that's a good place to start. And let's just actually have a quick look at what we have on the front page here. They mostly seem to be from iBuyPower, but again, $1,300, that's way out of our budget. Okay, so here is the first PC that kind of fits our criteria. It's by a company called Perifio, I think is how you pronounce that. I've not heard of them before. It's actually a renewed PC, so this isn't new. I think it's not entirely new. Let's see here. Okay, so it says repurposed for value, maximizing your spending without compromising performance. So they actually, I think they use like an older Intel CPU and motherboard. Although, what's really sketchy here is they don't actually tell us what i5 we have here. This could be any CPU. There are literally dozens of CPUs this could be. But I think they're hoping consumers will just recognize the i5. And then we've got 8 gigs of DDR3. That gives us a hint. So it's a fairly old i5. That's not necessarily a terrible thing though. 128 gig SSD, a terabyte hard drive, and then it's got a GTX 1650. Now, as far as building systems go, this is a pretty decent way to go about it. Buy an old i5, drop a GTX 1650 in there, and then you've got decent gaming performance. However, for $570, I don't know if that's the best option, especially considering the fact that we don't know what CPU is in here. Let's see if we... Now, looking at the rear I/O, that's not promising at all. That looks like a very old rear I/O. Like, it's actually got a VGA port, and it's all USB 2. There are no USB 3 ports. So I'm guessing this is like it's like a 2400, maybe like an i5 2400, maybe even older than that. Let's see if we get any more information here. Now, it gives us actual expected frame rates. I don't know. Yeah, with the 1650, we could be getting FPS like that if the CPU isn't too atrocious. Okay, no one's given us any information about what CPU we're actually working with in this PC. So this is pretty dodgy. I think this could be an interesting PC to do a video on. But again, that's going to be option number 1, is Perifio. Here we've got average PC max gaming. This actually doesn't look like a particularly terrible option. I mean, for $500, down from $900, I don't think it's the best option. Considering the fact that like a 1200 is a decent CPU, but it's like it's a pretty budget CPU. And then we've got a GTX 1050, not Ti, and it's a 2 gig version. This is too expensive for what it is. So that can be option number 2, average PC max, exactly $500, only 18 left. This, mind you, is on the first page of gaming PCs on Amazon. So this is something that you would reasonably buy as a consumer that doesn't know a huge amount about PCs, but wants to get into gaming. Okay, here we've got a CyberPower one. So this is a CyberPower Gaming Ultra whatever for $600, and it's got an FX 6300 in it, which is, I mean, that's a horrendous CPU. And one of the things that I think the main reason that they actually use the CPU in this PC is because it's a 6-core CPU, which means that if you're a consumer who doesn't know a huge amount about PCs, you look at that, you're gonna be like, 6 cores? Yeah, dope. That's better than a 3400G or a 3200G, which it definitely isn't. And then it comes with an R7 2400. So that is a GT 710 competitor. Like that's a terrible GPU. This PC costs $600. That's terrifying. I think that's gonna be option number 3. Ooh, bad reviews. Does not have graphics card. Oh, does not have good graphics card. Outdated tech. Avoid. Nice looking tower. That's good. At least consumer reviews are helping you out there. Oh, this is actually page number 2. Never mind. Let's go to page number 1. Ah, here we go. So this PC I'm really interested in, because this PC is the one that I did a video on a couple of weeks back where okay, this is horrendous. But let me know in the comment section below. I'm not going to spend any more time looking at it. But this is going to be option number 3 or 4. I can't quite remember. But that's definitely an option. Let's find one more. Let's find one more option. Yeah, so... Oh, over here, we have... I think this may be the cheapest gaming branded PC, because this is a really weird listing. So it says it's a 10-core gaming computer desktop PC. Quad 8GB R7 graphics custom build. So it honestly just looks like they dropped a bunch of keywords into a title here. AMD quad-core A8 9600. So it says it's a 10-core gaming PC, but it's got a quad-core CPU in it. That doesn't really make sense. It's got 8 gigs of RAM and then a 3TB hard drive in it. While editing the video, I googled the A8 9600, and the reason that they say it's got 10 cores in it is because it's a quad-core CPU that has a 6 GPU core GPU in it. So they added those two together, and that's how they got to a 10-core gaming system, which is absolutely ridiculous. There's one customer review. Melissa says it's great for gaming beginners. Yeah, okay, this is dodgy. This is definitely not something you should buy. So let me know if you want me to buy a $390 gaming PC. I think that I'm pretty tempted to get that one. That looks like it's really obviously going to be horrendous. And with that, we have our 5 options, and honestly, they look pretty terrible. None of them look particularly enticing. So let me know in the comment section below which one you think I should get. Remember, we're not necessarily looking for the objectively best looking one. I'm actually kind of leaning in the other direction. I want to try that like really badly rated FX 6300 system, because I'm curious to see what the worst rated budget gaming pre-built on Amazon looks like. I think that could be pretty interesting. With that, thank you very much for watching. Merry Christmas if you celebrate Christmas, and happy holidays. Yeah, subscribe to the channel if you want to see that video. It's going to come out maybe early next year. And yeah, until the next video, bye-bye.